Well, good afternoon, friends. Hello, hello, hello. I know it's been a minute. Been busy, guys. Been really crazy busy. I wanted to jump on first to say Happy New Year's Eve and Happy New Year to everyone. It was a good year, a long year, but a good year writing wise because so much is happening. So many good things are coming. Good things, good things, good things, good things. I've been sorry about Elderval, guys. Sometimes we as writers, we just cannot meet that date, that launch date. But we pulled Elderval back for very good reason. Right now, it's in the hands of my screenplay write friend who is helping me restructure the story, but not too much so they won't take away from my character. I want to keep the character as she is, but if I need to add a little, I'll take away a little, add a little, that's fine. But we're going on to a literary agent and hopefully to studio agents. So that is why I had to sit on that. I had to sit on that news for a minute. But that said, he went through the introduction F plus. That's all I'm going to say after he finished. But that's how it goes. That's how it goes. But it's the holidays. I'm not going to get upset. I'm actually thrilled. If they don't accept the manuscript as a screenplay, the fact that their eyes are even on it, they've had it for what, 3 weeks now, 4 weeks now. That's a long time. But that said, I'm just thrilled that I had the contacts for that. Sometimes you have to laugh. But let's talk books and doctor's appointments. Just had my doctor's appointment after Christmas for the day. I swear to God, I was there at 9:05 a.m. And of course, I had to get the knees injected so I can deal with the pain. Because, ladies and gentlemen, authors are people too. I suffer from chronic pain, especially as a veteran. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. Because there are people out here who want to know and want to understand because they're suffering too. The writing helps me to regain my focus, to keep my focus off the pain, to keep my focus off of what's going on around me, and to help with the brain fog. Like I said, I don't write to live, I live to write. And I enjoy the writing. The writing is getting better, 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 and better. That F plus is a little joke between the screenplay writer and myself. I get the plus when I'm doing better. I'm going to always get the F. I don't care if it's an amazing manuscript or not. I'm going to always get that F. It's just a little thing between us, and I love that. It's so great. So much is going to happen in the first quarter of 2024, God willing. We have some amazing storylines that we would like to get out to you guys. We have leveled up the game. How do I say it? We've put the P in panache, so to speak. You guys know I can't stand all this stuff hanging down my back. But this is comfortable for me. But that said, I am so glad. I hope you guys have had a wonderful holiday, a wonderful year, and it's only going to get better. We have to look on the bright side of things. Um, Life is too short to sweat the small stuff. As I turned 60 this year. I understand what that means. And you're as young as you feel and as old as you feel. I'm feeling really old these days because I can barely move. But I am very optimistic about the future. I've redirected my focus. I'm My goal is to bring stories that bring about conversation and bring about change. Stories that are in the same genre but not the status quo. I want to bring you more powerful storylines. Take these off so you can see my face. Stories that grab you, not in the. I don't want to do the hook. I keep hearing, where's the hook? Where's the hook? I don't really do hooks. We did do hooks with Ignited Bones and with the Naughty Colonel from across the way. But with my next few launches, I'm not so much. You Instead of giving you a hook, I'm going to give you the meat. And there's a difference between the meat and the hook. I want to keep you guys guessing because El the Ball is nothing like any one thing. It's total love, lust, and espionage on steroids. It's a short story novel. Short story novels are my wheelhouse. That's where I'm stuck and staying because I love the short story because readers these days there's too much going on, life, family, children, etc. Sometimes at nights readers like to simply crawl up with a book or a Sunday brunch and just chill and have that moment, but they don't really have. You hear it over and over again. I'm hearing it over and over again on all most of the social mediums, especially TikTok. Readers are not interested anymore in the long 400 or 500 page novels. They're preferring 350 and below. That's what I'm getting. But I like the short story novel because we give it to you up front. And didn't I tell you guys in the Naughty Colonel from across the way, Katarina brings the mess. That is a messy friend. How do you call yourself a best friend and do what she did? I don't understand. And then again, I do get it. But that said, with El the Ball, we're taking you all over the place. We're taking you. I wrote it with a lot of Southern grace, to put it that way, because you guys know I'm a Southern traditionalist through and through. And there's so much going on in the South, especially in the Metro Atlanta area, that most people don't realize. More espionage than you can imagine. And I wanted to touch base with that and write about that. And I did. And the plot twists are so dramatic and so they come so quickly. But that's what a short story novel should do. And I really believe I know readers will be moved by the short story novels that we will be launching in 2024. And there's a reason we want to launch these in 2024. Period. The first quarter of, I say, 2024, we're going to be crazy busy. Proud Prometheus is coming out Memorial Weekend. It's appropriate. It's an espionage novel. Memorial Day, soldiers. It just makes sense. With that said, and we'll give you teasers for here and there. And you guys know the Smoking Glass Literary Bar. Not only do we have 3 new authors now, we have 4. 4 good friends trust me enough to write under our umbrella. And my friend, my screenplay writer friend, trust me enough to do this. So I'm going to see how it goes and see if we all can get along and we don't crash and burn. I'll put it that way. But I'm very excited about that. I've put a lot of effort into getting the folks on board so we could stretch our storyline because there are days when I can't get out of bed. I don't feel like writing. I don't want to talk to you. I just want to lay here. Don't touch me. I'm hurting. I'm in pain. Cause fibromyalgia ain't no joke, guys. It is terrible. And the more awareness that we give to the world, the better people understand what we're going through. People think that because you get around and something like, you're not like most people. I love that. You're not like most people who are chronically ill, who suffer from chronic pain. First of all, please don't forget I'm a veteran. I was a soldier. I'm not a whiner. Never have been. Second of all, for 6 years, I was a kickboxer. 8 of those years, I was not only a kickboxer, but the last 2 of those years, I did spin. High level, high energy. I have to have high energy. Anything, or you lost me. I give me David Guetta quickly. Let me bring in my own earphones because this music you all playing here in this rehab is about to put me to sleep. Um, I'm total EDM. I will always be EDM, rock and roll, soul, you name it. But that said, I don't cry. If I'm crying, I'm in. My pain level is not on a scale of 1 to 10. It's 20 because I have been there, and there are millions, not thousands, millions of veterans suffering right now from pain, anxiety, PTSD. I mean, there are days when my PTSD is ridiculous, but controllable. The writing helps me to control my PTSD. That's why I speak about it and speak on it so much. Now, as for the cyberbullying, let's address that. Stop. Stop. Can't we all just get along? That's all I'm going to say about that. But I like the idea that Facebook is looking to a lot of things. They're cracking down on a lot of things. Finally, IG. Even I got a message from, oh, I can't think of his name. Total brain fog on Twitter, X Twitter, whatever you want to call it, and the Tesla guy. I thought it was a joke. I'm like, yeah, right. I'm telling you. He said, no, I'm serious. And the person that was bullying me is gone. Thank God. Because every time I opened up Twitter, boom, there it was. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. I'm going to fight back. I keep telling people cyberbullying is a crime. That is a crime. Especially with disabled people and the elderly. I'm elderly. I can accept that. So we have to change. We have to change the game in 2024, and we definitely have to. We have to get back in the box. We can jump in and out of the box sometime, but we need to get back in the box because we're just all over. I'm all over the place. It's getting crazy. I'm going back in the box, back to what I know, back to Lean Six Sigma. Definitely Lean Six Sigma. Period. We're going to get out more press boxes to you guys, the whole 9 yards. We're going to not only raise the bar, we're looking to change the game. We're also looking and hoping, beyond hope, that at least 3 of our launches or 3 of our books that's coming out will go from book to film. And I think the way Netflix is looking at our books now, it can happen with no problem. That's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. I am so glad we finally got out Operation Night Mixer. We started writing that book in 2019. We started The Naughty Colonel in 2019. We finally caught up, but that's because we were in the middle of so much craziness and so many different manuscripts, like almost 30. That's a lot. Excuse me. And they're, not even finished, some of them. 7 of them are. But the 2 editors that I use, Mary Marvella Barfield and L.L. Lilly, they are meticulous. And once they finish editing, I run it past my screenplay writer, friend, and mentor. It does not upload until it hits his eyes. And he sends it back to me, give me his opinion. And there were times when he told me, don't publish this, don't publish that. I'm like, no, that's not the direction we were going with that storyline. I'm publishing it anyway. And I'm really happy that I went ahead and published The Naughty Colonel from Across the Way, because no one expected that plot twist. And with pardon me, and with Operation Night Mixer, readers, you guys are a funny bunch, because now you're starting to look at my backlog. It's crazy how that works. Which my playwright friend said, my screenwriter said that that's what would happen, and it is happening. Operation Night Mixer is a very steamy romantic thriller. I mean, the ending is, I don't think I can go that dark again, because I'm still having nightmares. Like, did I really write that? But I did. But I needed to have at least 1 or 2 dark short story novels in my repertoire. I put it that way. But that said, Operation Night Mixer, now with Operation Night Mixer, there's no upfront hook. But pay attention, ladies, and if you have to read the intro twice, read it twice. Trust me. There is a reason we talk about Dr. Gustav Jung, the world-renowned psychologist of the 20th century, because Sebastian, let me put it this way, Sebastian, everything with him started in his brain. He was a psychological guy. And this is based on an actual soldier, an actual hero, an actual hero with his master's degree. Sergeant first class. He's a sergeant major now in reserve somewhere. But that said, he was about it. Everything with him was psychological. He kept Dr. Gustav Jung's thesis, all of his theses, by the bed, his bed, period. And you working with the brain when you have the gumption and the tenaciousness to tie a lover to your military bunk bed with wool military issue socks and camouflage bungee cords. My imagination already, the moment I heard that, my imagination was in orbit. Now, how do you do that? But he was also a gentleman's gentleman when he wanted to be. But he was a gentleman, a rogue, a scholar, all wrapped in one. But he had to have L. L was, he had a penchant for, women of color. He loved the kinky hair. He didn't like the straight hair, natural kinky fro. I wore an Angela Davis fro one time to a Halloween party. He was a snake. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, but the storyline, it goes everywhere. But it does take you to some dark places. But I also write about PTSD too, because PTSD matters. And PTSD is not a one size fit all for every soldier that's suffering, or veteran, or person that's lived through trauma, suffers differently with PTSD. PTSD is not a one size fit all. And everyone that's suffering, or especially veterans that are suffering PTSD, are not trying to hang themselves from the rafters. And they shouldn't have to hang themselves for the rafters to get the help and the type of chronic and clinical help, services that they need, whatever it need be. You can't just say we're going to take this thesis or this theory and use it on every veteran, because their experiences are different. You have to use your common sense and your experiences together. That's why I put all of this in the book, because it's noteworthy to talk about, because soldiers love hard. They love differently, especially veterans after living through all of that. It's tough to get to our souls and spirit. It took me at least 15 years, 10, 15 years. So that's a long time to just let go. And to this day, I still hold, there are things that I hold on to viciously. But I put all of this in a book, and it's well written, well worth reading, because it explains so much of his carnal psyche and his primal psyche. Carnal psyche and primal psyches are two different animals. Know this. Period. Period. But at the end of the day, he was a hard lover. When I say hard lover, not hard to love. He loved. He didn't love often, but when he did, he loved hard. It was a type of love that was so powerful. It literally permeates the skin, the flesh almost. That's some powerful emotions there. Also, at the same time, what I love about L and some First Class Sebastian King was that he had a very, very strong presence, but he realized who he was dealing with, because I'll put it this way, spoiler alert, that shower scene where he grabs her and chokes her, and she raises her feet and kick him in the chest, knocks the wind out of him, and tell him, don't forget, I rescued you in the theater more than you rescued me. In other words, she had his damn back many a day, many a day. And then, of course, That desert scene, we wrote that in cursive or italics, guys, for a reason. That desert scene, it actually happened. I put it this way: some of us had a view from the bushes. We had a business out there, but we were out there. With that said, Operation Night Mixer is going to bring you a great deal. Plus, take great notes for dating. It's in here. A lot of action, a lot of emotion, a great deal of, I love to say this, sliding dichotomies. The character arcs literally go this way, then it just shoots straight up, which is what character arcs should do. And the neediness, I like the way they came together through neediness. I'm not talking about that pansy ass type neediness. I'm talking respect through through respect for others' dispositions and emotions, etc., etc. That's how powerful this book is, plain and simple. And you readers, you will definitely enjoy Operation Night Mixer. And again, the reason I call it Operation Night Mixer is because Sebastian was an absolute fantastic DJ, and his favorite songs was R&B. He loved R&B and EDM. Lots of EDM, some rock, but not much. He loved country. Oh, he could sing them country. He Some of those country songs were like a lullaby. But that said, it's a great storyline. I'm glad. I'm very glad we got that out finally, and really happy about the Naughty Colonel from across the way. We did give you, I say we gave you the junk up front. We gave you the mess. We taunted you and teased you, and then we pulled you into the story, the real story. Because the I think that with this story, and my mentor, he said the same thing. He said the story really is about two women in love with the same guy and not knowing it. And at the same time, the naughty Lieutenant Colonel Pacelli knew what was going on, but he made a choice. Officers are cut and dry. He had made a decision. But the fact that Elle had to sit there with her best friend and battle buddy from the theater, I don't know. It just goes. It takes the girlfriend friend dynamic to another, and the character arcs literally clash almost. You're here touching, and then boom, you're apart. But it's really a great and powerful storyline because you get the mess. Readers are going to walk away from that. You will walk away from that story thinking, I know someone like this. I've dealt with someone like this. I've been in this situation, or I've seen a situation like this. And we cut through the chase. We cut through all the rhetoric. But there's a lot of dialogue. Holy moly. There's a great deal. There's so much dialogue in The Naughty Colonel, more than I normally do, because I write in third person. I can't do first person. with my brain fog, I get lost all over every place. But that said, that the dialogue is, you're like, who's talking to whom? Wait, what happened? But you're, as a reader, you're able to visualize the setting, the sun setting on Elle's face, because she and Katerina reached an epiphany in their relationship, and you can actually feel the sun setting. And that's powerful writing. That's what writing should give you, period. And if you think that was something, wait until you think there were plot twist in Operation Night Mixer and the naughty colonel from across the way. Wait until Elle the Ball. Y'all are gonna be like, what? What? Wait a minute. How did she get here? How did she get there? Blah blah blah. I'm like, it's in the book. It's in the book. But it tells, if it tells you Elle the Ball, it's going to be Elle the Ball, the Iron Gazelle, the Iron Magnolia. They're all connected. Period. We've been writing. Oh my God, we've been writing Elle the Ball since what, 2018. Period. But that said, we wanted to. I really wanted to make it like a 400 page novel. I don't have that in me. Uh, we decided that the short story novel is the way to go because it is the wave of the future. If you read from the op-eds and articles in the Wall Street Journal, Politico, Mother Jones, and all the others, it's there. It's there. And Bloomberg West. Um, it will tell you. I don't know if Barron's. I thought Barron's. I don't even know if Barron's is still around. But that said, short story novels are just popular. Period. And from a marketing perspective, it is the way to go. And some of your best writing, I think short story novels will bring out the very best in you because you have to bring it up front. And what I mean up front is you have to take out all the extras and leave the leave the non-important points in the rear. That's what I mean about bringing it up front. But that said, this is what the Smoking Glass Literary Bar will bring you. So that said, guys, I'm going to go because I am exhausted from this holiday season. Um, this year took a lot out of me, but I'm still standing by the grace of God. I could not have done this. I could not have done this without prayer. A lot of praying, a great deal of people pushing me forward. Hang in there, do this, do this, do this. And I'm going to enjoy the rest of my New Year's Eve. I hope you guys do. I hope you come into the year with everything, the new year with everything you need to survive another year. Stay prayed up, stay focused, stay in the game. Don't give up, don't give in. Don't give in to pressure. Do you. Do you. But make sure you take time for self-care. Break away from the fray, the crowd, and do your thing. Don't worry about the numbers, you'll get there. Period. That said, guys, take care of yourself. Bless and thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for the support. The group is starting to grow little by little. Look, we had a year and a half ago, we had 1,100 members. But there was so much, there were just people in there just sitting and watching. Then you go look, I'm like, you know you didn't come up with that by yourself. So what we did was we just cut them all out. I don't care. I can start from rock bottom. I know how to build. If I can build accounts, $1 million accounts, I know I can build this. And I'm just taking my time building everything slowly, positively, staying positive, staying in the game, giving you guys what you're searching for and what you're wanting in books, and then a little extra. It's always the extra that counts because you matter. You matter. The storyline matters. Our books matter. The way we write matters. It's an all inclusive game, plain and simple. But that said, have fun, be safe, and do you. You guys take care. Again, bless and thank you for everything. Everything, the support, the kind words, and the kindness, and the DMs. Thank you. And thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing my posts. Those, you know who I'm talking to, all of you. Bye, guys. Have a good one. Love you always.